I thought I've seen it all. You thought you've seen it all. We were all wrong. The game turned out to be worse than even I imagined it would be. It was a major letdown on all fronts. I was never excited about this game, as I've already made a video like this 6 months ago, and once again, I'll review the predictions I made in that video since, unlike the last video, it's stunning how close these predictions were compared to what it is now. So let's get started. Just because everyone else is playing in Assault mode, you want to join in as well, not knowing the risks you'll be taking when you go up against a player with tier 4 powers, and those pros flaunt those powers at every chance they get, while the newbie gets caught holding the bag. This mode literally became pay to win and even pay to play sometimes because of these expanded powers. The first point in the video, and already Ninja Kiwi is making the same mistakes, but not exactly like this. This time, it's the tower upgrades that are an issue, and I use this video clip to compare Bloons TD Battles Mobile's power system to the upgrades in this game. It takes way too long to grind for the upgrades, and God forbid going late game to grind it because you are better off surrendering in the earlier rounds. Huh, how ironic. I thought this game was all about skill, because I also said this. I guess they spent 2.5 years investing their time into making an elaborate profile page, the perfect ELO system, and making a facelift to the graphics. So it seems like Ninja Kiwi is trying to put a more competitive side into the sequel and place tournaments in the front seat. I mean, they did say on the top that they're looking at more pure skill-based play, and they slapped ELO ranking into there as well, which I appreciate. But I also like the fact that BTD Battles, at least for the Flash version anyway, is a more free-for-all type experience. You don't have to be that good at the game to enjoy it. You can add some rules to make it more enticing for you and the audience. That's what I was doing in my streams because playing normally eventually felt dull and uninspired since I was winning against the majority of my opponents with silly rushes. Battles Mobile really doesn't give you that opportunity. It's either go big or go home. Battles 2 seems to throw the free-for-all experience out the window entirely, so in the end the game keeps the players who are still interested, but struggles to keep any sort of growth, just like Battles Mobile. Well, if Battles 2 continues down the trajectory that it is right now, yeah, it's going to fall, possibly even faster than it did in the first game when it was released on Steam. In only 4 weeks, the player base has cratered to just a third of what it was at its peak. Though this isn't the most fair comparison since I'm looking at the daily average instead of the monthly average, so there is a chance it'll rebound in the near future. But so far those chances are looking quite slim if they're going at a snail's pace to get critical balance updates out. 1.0.4 took 10 days, counting the time since the first thread about it was made, and tons of memes were made about it in the meantime. 1.0.5 is on the horizon, and only a small amount of bug fixes are addressed, mostly due to the fact that Ninja Kiwi is on vacation right now, so they put one last hasty update out to weed out any easy bugs to patch. Honestly, I would have preferred if they pulled a BTD 6 on this game and delayed the public release until next year in favor of more beta testing. What happened to the Flash days, where SAS 3, Bloons Monkey City, and Bloons TD Battles each had at least a month of closed beta testing? At the very least, they could have made a second early access window for a wider audience, like all the Bloons tubers and the users on the Ninja Kiwi Discord with the Wise Monkey role after that brief time before the public release to be able to test Hall of Masters alongside looking at other miscellaneous balance because the bigger Bloons tubers, especially Super John Bombo, don't really care about that. Had they waited until January or February 2022 to release it to the public, I guarantee you that Ninja Kiwi would have had the time to get most of the bugs fixed. Rest assured, the CEO of Ninja Kiwi himself recently posted this on the BTD Battles 2 subreddit, and there's still some hope of casual play arenas. Some of the ideas I don't like though, such as lowering the trophy requirement to get into Hall of Masters, like, why? This change makes no sense. What will work better in my opinion is if the requirements for all the other arenas were shifted up instead. Again, the learning curve in this game is far steeper than the first game, and once you reach Yellow Stadium, you can't drop out of it. Same thing goes with Hall of Masters, and this is why so many people, me inclusive, would go all the way up to ZOMG Superdome, then purposely start losing early to farm Tower XP because once you get to Hall of Masters, if you didn't farm your way up to there, you're screwed. Even if you have an XP farmed and you're sitting in Yellow Stadium, you're still screwed because if you get unlucky and match up with someone that is a tryhard with old tier 5 unlocked and has mastered the meta by now, yeah, good luck trying to rush them, because you likely won't have the towers and upgrades that are able to counter a rush that they send back at you. Oh, and I haven't gotten into all the glitches that this game had to offer. That's what made the launch absolutely abysmal, and more of a reason to have a longer testing period. Also the fact that they made this game hilariously easy to hack, because there was next to no hacker protection, not even a hacker pool. However, since the 1.0.4 update, Ninja Kiwi has added safeguards to the game, but not before the Ninja Kiwi Mafia Discord was able to gain access to the game's server links from the files and do some investigating. For context, Ninja Kiwi Mafia is the same group that looked into the Bloons TD Battles mobile servers when I made the How I Nearly Got Banned from Ninja Kiwi video. These are not the same users, however, as it has been 5 years since the investigations have started, and both of these are ongoing. And it's not looking good so far. Overall, since starting the bot on December 13th for Battles 2, the servers went down 2.8% of the time on a daily average, with the worst day topping 5% on December 14th. As a comparison, Bloons TD Battles mobile averages a little above 1% daily downtime overall, which is barely outside of the acceptable range. Let those coffee machines run. There's only so much they can handle before everything goes insane. I did go on a brief tangent there, so let's address the elephant in the room. The difficulty curve. 20 wins to get to Yellow Stadium, and once you get there, Camel Purples whisk past your defense when you've barely got time to think about how to defend against them, let alone the fact you still don't have many upgrades and might just lose the Camels because you didn't bring Quincy, and even with Quincy's ability and a boost, it's still not enough. Oh, isn't that fun? What was more fun was taking advantage of an exploit that allowed me to keep my trophy if I lost by closing the game before the results screen. This is the reason I uploaded the video as late as I did, because I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't patched. Plus it was ridiculously easy to do. You didn't get any tower or hero XP by doing this, but I'm sure if I didn't do this, I would still be in Yellow Stadium today. It's all too much. I'm still trying to figure out some decent combos, get some ideas going, planning my defense, and hoping not to get rushed. Man, the flash round system really hits different here. There should be a way to ease players into the game, perhaps by making the rounds longer? I know what you're thinking. What about the XP? I'll get there. Just so new players don't get so easily stressed out by those camel rushes and actually have time to prepare, the first few lower level arenas should have longer rounds. You wouldn't use farms this early in the game as a tower, would you? But this does add some variety when it comes to strategy, because farms give a fixed amount of income each round. It would be beneficial to use them on higher arenas because the rounds are shorter. Also, the XP boost should only apply to mob arenas and above. Ceramic and higher would have the normal round length that's in the game now. Then the XP curve should be adjusted to a quadratic instead of a linear equation past round 10, and make sure there's no XP drop off past round 6 to discourage people from early surrendering to farm tower XP. With this new system, the first optimal round to surrender for XP is pushed out to round 15, and even then, it would not be capped at that point for long, so going late game is actually encouraged with this system. As a result, the XP of these games gets buffed massively the longer you play, thus making the grind actually worthwhile. In Bloons TD Battles Mobile, before Arenas came out, you would need 1008 games on average to unlock all of the towers and upgrades except the Cobra. In this game, though, it takes about 3,500 games. Just for the towers and heroes alone, you would need 538 games as an average player to unlock all of them compared to just 70 on the first game. I do think this is excessive, and the heroes need to be cheaper so the grind doesn't feel quite as dragged out for these. If they were half the price, I'd be okay with it. Maybe Ninja Kiwi has some discount promotions planned for them in the future, but only time will tell. Back to the casual arenas. I think Hall of Masters could benefit from different themes each season. While we might not be able to get that Battle Royale or the co-op battle ideas that I've thrown out there before, some of the Club Arena remnants can make their way into here. Speed Battle, Random Towers, and Play with Fire could be great candidates for this, and it would open the floodgates for more interesting strategies going forward. In addition, there could be an alternate Bloon Rounds theme, as well as battles that have tier restrictions so that non-XP farmers don't seem left out. VIP members could run these in private matches as well. Please leave your thoughts about these in the comments. With the hype that Bloons TD Battles 2 has received, and the result being a near disaster, it's undeniable that this has been the laughingstock of Ninja Kiwi. But can the game be saved before the company becomes a walking liability for Modern Times Group?